Merely means only. Camaraderie means a feeling of friendship when people work together. Promotion means a move to more important position. Overwhelming, a great effect on you feel very happy. The Cold War, unfriendly relationship between the US and the Soviet Union after Second World War. Mystery means something that people do not know anything about it. Generated means something produced. Annihilation means complete destruction. Retaliation means action against someone who has done something bad to you. Ominous means making you feel that something bad is going to happen. Acronym means a word made from the first letters of the name of any organization. Example MAD. Stand off means a situation in which neither side in battle can gain an advantage. Violate means disobey law. Survival, a state that continues to live or exist. Iron Curtain, the name for the social political border that was believed to exist between Western Europe and the communist countries of Central and Eastern Europe. Students, here look at this picture of different professions. Which profession would you like to take up when you grow up? Can you tell us the reason for your choice? You may follow the example. Here is the example given, one of that. I would like to become a doctor because I can save lives. Like that, many more sentences are given. There are, you can say like that, my dream is to become engineer. My aspire is to become teacher. Like that, you can say your feelings or your wish to you write on this line. Okay, children, use this table and use these clues and write some sentence about your profession and reason. Now I read the lesson, that is Science and Hope of Survival, that is written by Kailash Borok. If you are so clever, why are you so poor? Popular expression. Why is that some of us still decide to become scientists despite the fact that businessmen, lawyers and doctors enjoy a much higher income? A famous Russian writer, Leo Tolstoy, once wrote that a writer is not merely a person who writes. A writer who is a person who cannot live without writing. The same, I believe, is true of a scientist. Science is an existing adventure where major reward comes from the discovery itself. What you get instead of money is freedom, camaraderie, and independence. The honors and promotions will depend on yourself more than in other occupations, and you will have the overwhelming feelings of uncovering yet another one of nature's mysteries. An instinct understanding, the efficiency of thought and action, and a good feeling that comes when the like-minded people work together. Frank Press. It was 1960, the height of the Cold War. I was in Moscow doing research on the theory of seismic waves, tremors generated by an earthquake. was absorbed in my problem. I enjoyed the mathematical challenge. I did not give much thought to how it connects with the real life. The summons came from the president of Russian, the Soviet Academy of Science. He had received a message from the Palace of Nations in Geneva, where technical experts from the Soviet Union, United States, and United Kingdom, three powers possessing nuclear weapons, met behind closed doors. The president showed me a letter from Geneva. An American scientist, Frank Press, quoted my work while arguing with Moscow experts, and to my great surprise, I found myself in Geneva. At that time, every man, woman, and child on the earth lived under the threat of annihilation by nuclear weapon. Each superpower had more than enough nuclear bombs to destroy the others in the first strike. But in the 20 minutes it took for the rockets to reach their targets, the other side had plenty of time to launch retaliation strikes, ensuring the destruction of their enemies only a few minutes later. This threat of mutual assured destruction, with ominous acronym MAD, was for some years the only thin thread protecting all of us from the common fatal fate. Continuing nuclear tests meant development even stronger bombs, introducing even more imbalance into the global nuclear standoff. The three nuclear powers were willing to come to an agreement, putting a ban on the nuclear weapon test, and hence the technical experts were summoned to solve the problem that rose. In formal terms, the problem was following. Suppose that the nuclear powers had signed agreement to stop the test of the new nuclear weapons, and one of the participants had violated this agreement and secretly made an underground nuclear explosion. The problem is how can the other powers detect the violation? It turned out that this problem had a direct connection with the theory of seismic waves. Underground nuclear explosions produce earth tremors very similar to those generated by earthquakes. How can one distinguish the natural tremors from the ones produced by the explosion? Suddenly, my theoretical knowledge had a direct application in the area of survival of the humankind. Hello friends, here is the one of the activity, listen and comprehend. Listen and comprehend. Now I read the details about this matter. You observe that and collect this information. Code name of first nuclear device, date of explosion, code name of Pokhran second, test site, number of nuclear weapons denoted, type of device. These matters you must remember and write after listening this paragraph. Okay, now I read the paragraph. You must listen carefully. On 18th May 1974, India exploded its first nuclear device, code name Operation Smiling Buddha. After about a quarter century, On 11th May 1998, Operation Shakti was carried out. Shakti was the code name of thermonuclear device that was exploded in Pokhran as part of Pokhran Second. Pokhran served as a test site. A total of 5 nuclear devices were detonated during Operation Shakti. Measurements confirmed that there was no release of radioactivity. These are the passage. I will listen carefully. Okay, now you write the information about like this. The name of first nuclear device you must write. Date of explosion. Code name of the Pokhran Second. Test site name. Number of nuclear weapons denoted. Type of device. You must write all these information. Okay, children. Hello friends. This is the lesson number 8. Science and Hope of Survival. Kailash Borok. This lesson is written by Kailash Borok. Here he is expressing or he is telling he reveals his experience in his work. He reveals his experience in his works. If you are so clever, why are you so poor? Popular expression. This was one of the popular expression, that is, if you are so clever, why are you so poor? Why is that some of us still decide to become scientists despite the fact that businessmen, lawyers and doctors enjoying a much higher economic income? Higher income. Here Kailash Borok, scientist, is saying like that. Still many of choosing the science field become a scientist. Even though they have less income, even though they getting less income, they choosing the field of science. They become scientists. In comparing to others, lawyers, engineers, doctors, and others are getting more income, but they are choosing. Want to become scientists. Why? This was the question asked Kailash Borok, and also given the answer in next paragraph. Okay. A famous Russian writer, Leo Tolstoy, once wrote that a writer is not merely a person who writes. Yes, a famous Russian writer, Leo Tolstoy. Are you heard this name in? I think in the history books, the Russian Revolution lesson. You are heard this name. Okay. I think you are learned. Leo Tolstoy. He was one of the social reformer, and also he was a revolution. Leo Tolstoy once wrote that a writer is not merely a person who writes. We don't call the person who can write. Everyone who writes the stories and writes something, we can't call him as a writer. But whom we call writer? A person who cannot live without writing. The person who cannot live without writing, that person we can call as a writer. Like that, the same thing is here in the scientist. I believe is true of a scientist. Yes. Here, the true of scientist is science is an existing adventure. Science is an existing, the present adventure. Adventure means it's a very risky work, risk task, where major reward comes from the discovery itself. Yes, only we get major rewards. Only we get major rewards when we discover something. When we discover something, then only we get rewards. That is, when we discover something, that is one of the great reward. What you get instead of money is freedom, camaraderie and independence. But in the scientists, they getting freedom. They getting freedom, camaraderie and independence. Camaraderie means feeling of friendship. It's working together. Those who are working together, the same working people, or feel friendship. That is camaraderie. Here, that what the instead of money, these scientists are get freedom, camaraderie, and independence. The honors and promotions will depend on yourself more than in other occupations. As compared to other occupations, in the scientists, they get honors and promotions are depending on their efforts. Here, the experience is not counting. Here, they counting only their efforts. What are the achievements they done? Then only they get promotions and all those. Instead of money, they getting honors and promotions are depending on their efforts, what they achieve. And you will have the overwhelming feeling of uncovering yet another one of nature's mysteries. And you will have the overwhelming feeling, means that is excitement feeling when they get something, when they discover something, or when they invention some new things, then they feeling that the overwhelming means excitement feeling. That is one of the reward for scientists. An instant understanding the efficiency of thought and action, and a good feeling that comes when the like-minded people work together. Yes, here Frank Press, one of the educators and educators said this, that an instant means continuous understanding, a good understanding is arose the efficiency of thoughts and action. The efficiency, the rate of efficiency, the work efficiency and action is getting good efficiency. We can get only a good feeling and good efficiency and good feeling and the efficient actions we will get when the like-minded people works together. When the like-minded people, the thinking are same. Like-minded people means their thoughts are same. That type of people working together, when they work together to achieve something great, they definitely reach their aims. Their work efficiency is good and their action is good and their feeling of friendship, they are feeling good feelings they have. So that increases the work efficiency and they will definitely become success in their work. According to Frank Press. It was 1960, the height of the Cold War. Yes, it was the 1960. The year was the 1960. That is height of the Cold War. That is the time which is very the peak of the Cold War. Cold War means they are not harmful or doing war in physically or openly, but they hidden their enmity in their mind. After the Second World War, Russia and America has this type of the feelings. Cold War. I was in Moscow doing research. Yes, Kailash Baroque was doing research work in Moscow on the theory of seismic waves. Theory of seismic waves he is doing. Seismic waves means it is the one type of waves produced in the time of earthquake. Seismic waves or tremors are generated by an earthquake. During the earthquake time, that produces some waves, the vibrations that are called seismic waves or tremors. I was observed in my problem. Yes, Kailash Barak observed in his problem that he enjoyed the mathematical challenge. He was enjoying the mathematical challenges. He did not give much thought to how it connects with the real life. But he is doing the work of seismic waves. But he is the mathematical challenge. He thinks that that is one of the mathematical challenge. But he don't think like that. This will be connected with the real life. The summons came from the president of Russian Academy of Science. Yes, in that time a summons came, means invitation. The call is come. The invite is the president of Russian Academy Scientist, Russian Academy of Science. The president of the Russian Academy of Science called this Kailash Barak to give a letter that calling. He had received a message. Yes, he had received the message from Palace of Nations in Geneva. Yes, the president of Russian Academy has get that the message that from the Palace of Nations in Geneva. Geneva letter bandide. Where technical experts from the Soviet Union, where the technical experts, those who are interested in technology and they are conducting many experiments, those all scientists are experts are from the Soviet Union and United States, Soviet Union scientists and United States. Summons are come from President of Russian Academy of Science. He had received a message from the Palace of Nations in Geneva, where technical experts, all the technical scientists are from the Soviet Union, United Soviet Union, United States of America, United States and United Kingdom. The scientists from these great countries are come there, and these three powers possessing nuclear weapons met behind closed doors. Yes, these three countries are continuing that process of that activity that is going from that nuclear weapons. They are creating nuclear weapons. They are manufactured nuclear weapons met behind closed doors. Means they in the secret place. They don't give up their news. They don't spread the news that they are manufacturing nuclear weapons. They only secretly they manufacture nuclear weapons. The president showed me a letter from Geneva. Now the president showed the letter from Geneva comes from Geneva to Russia. That an American scientist, the American scientist Frank Press, had quoted or he identified the work of that Kailash Barak work while arguing with Moscow experts. Yes, when he was arguing about that work of that seismic waves, he is arguing with the Moscow scientist. Then this Frank Press observed him and identified his work. So that's why he said he is the one of the main reason for Kailash Barak getting the letter from Geneva. This letter come to the Science Academy of Russia. From that, Russian president called this Kailash Barak to and give that letter. The Kailash Barak, the Frank Press quoted his work and to my great surprise, but this Kailash Barak get very surprised because he is unexpectedly get the letter I found myself in Geneva. Yes, he went to Geneva to attend that meeting. Why they call him? He don't know. So that's why he went to the America or Geneva, and there he attend that conference. What will they discuss in there? At that time, every man, yes, in the 1960, after Second World War, every man, woman and child on the earth lived under the threat of annihilation, threat and the danger. Annihilation means destruction, complete destruction. Annihilation means complete destruction. That the people are living under the threat. They have always fear. The people are having always the fear that any moment, any time can be they destroyed from the nuclear weapons. Because the effect, that is that the nuclear weapons explode on the Hiroshima and Nagasaki, the effect that which all the people saw, that they have now fear, they are living in their fear. So that's why here what happens in that time after Second World War, each superpower had more than enough nuclear bombs. Yes, each superpowers means these nations, Union, Soviet Union, United States and United Kingdom. These are three superpowers. These are three superpowers in the world in that time. So these countries are enough nuclear bombs. Yes, they have lot of sufficient nuclear weapons in their country to destroy others. They can destroy others in the first strike. At the first time, they can destroy the other nation within a minute. But in the 20 minutes, it took for the rockets to reach their target. Yes, within 20 minutes, the rockets are reached the target. The very high speed rockets are manufactured. So the other side had plenty of time to launch retaliation strikes, ensuring the destruction of their enemies only a few minutes later. Yes, other countries also are not back in their nuclear weapons. They are also have plenty of weapons that the time to launch retaliation. Retaliation means action against someone who has done something bad to you. They take revenge on other country, what they have done. So they are also giving the answer for that action. They are ready within a minute, very short time. They can also take revenge on that country. Strikes ensuring that destruction of their enemies. Each one country, if started destruction of other country, that country also ready to take that action against to this country. So that type of the situation was in that time, the destruction of their enemies only few minutes later. This threat of mutual assured destruction. This threat of called mutual assured destruction. This is called shortly MAD. Mutually assured destruction with omnious acronym. Omnious acronym means in the short form called MAD. Acronym is a word made from the first letter of the name of any organization, that is called MAD. The first letter we have taken this alpha become MAD. This is called acronym. So here man was for some years the only thin thread protecting all of us from the common fatal fate. Yes, this for some years the only thin thread, only thin layer, only thin point is laid there, that is the protecting all of us from the common fatal fate. This common fatal fate means here that is the only fate, distraction is only a thin layer, a small point of view we secured from that small gap, very small gap from the distraction, that is the protect us in that time. Continuing nuclear tests meant development of even stronger bombs. Continuing nuclear test, yes, each country has continuing the test of weapons, test of their weapons to show their strength before to others. They want to control whole world to create fear. Through the creating fear, they want to take over the whole world. So that's why they are creating or manufacturing nuclear weapons and make test. They are showing that they have nuclear weapons. Next, they may conduct test on the nuclear weapons, on bombs. Development of even stronger bombs, introducing even more imbalance into the global nuclear standoff. That increases that the testing of nuclear weapons increases that, introducing more imbalancing. There must be balance. All countries must be balanced. Then only the world is peaceful. But here that is the introducing that the more imbalance between the countries. So that's why the global nuclear stand-up. Global nuclear stand-up. Stand-up means a situation. The situation which is very imbalanced in the manner. The three nuclear powers were willing to come to an agreement. But these three nuclear powers, these three nuclear powers come to an agreement. Okay, these three nuclear powers were willing to come to an agreement. Okay, after that they are manufacturing more number of nuclear weapons that maybe cause the destruction of whole world. So that's why they come to an agreement. They come to an agreement. One agreement one deed they ready to sign, that is putting a ban on the nuclear weapon test. They all three countries, the great powers, come to an agreement that they decide to ban the nuclear weapon test. Nuclear weapon test ಮಾಡೋದನ್ನ stop ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. They must be stop the testing of nuclear weapons. All the three powers. That's why they made one of the agreement. And hence, the technical experts were summoned to solve the problem that arose. Yes, that agreement arose some problems. That agreement also arises some problems. That's why the technical experts and scientists are called for solving that problem. What was that problem? Yes. In formal terms, the problem was the following. The problem was that, suppose that the nuclear powers had signed agreement to stop the test of new nuclear weapons. Okay. The agreement was that they must be stop the testing the nuclear weapons. One. Second one is, one of the participants had violated this agreement and secretly made an underground nuclear explosion. The problem is, how can the other power detect the violation? That they must be avoid the testing of nuclear weapons. And also, if signed the deed, signed the agreement, if he violate the rule, if he conduct the test of nuclear weapon in the secretly, then how can the other country will detect? How can other country will find out that he is doing some cheating. So that's why the scientists are all called to Geneva. It turned out that this problem had a direct connection with the theory of seismic waves. Yes. Now the Kailash Barak had conducted that many experiments on seismic waves, the tremors produced from earthquakes. He has already conducted many experiments on that. Now that theory, the theory of seismic waves is directly come to contact with this problem. Underground nuclear explosions produce the tremors very similar to those generated by earthquakes. Yes, these great powers are testing their nuclear weapons underground. They are testing the nuclear weapons where? In the underground they are testing. Underground means bhumi olage. They are testing their nuclear weapons. So, if how can detect other country? So that's why these seismic waves, the theory of seismic waves must be used, because the underground nuclear explosions produces the tremors, the seismic waves. That is also produces the tremors, similar waves like that the earthquake produce. The waves are same. When the earthquake is produces the waves like that, the nuclear weapon exploded also produces the waves. But they are both are same. How could one distinguish the natural tremors from the ones produced by the explosion? Here is a problem that how can we differentiate which are the natural earthquake waves and which are the waves which produced by nuclear bomb explosion. That's why suddenly the theoretical knowledge of that seismic waves had a direct application in the area of survival of the humankind. Now the theory of seismic waves, which was conducted by Kailash Barak, has now directly used in the area of survival of humankind. It is very useful to save the lives of human, save the life of man, save the life of human being from this distraction. So this theory of seismic waves directly used for save the human being according to in this situation. Dear students, we will continue the next part in the next period.